right, morning after. This cat deserves a little pre-video speech. It's huge for one. It's beautiful for two. I mean, it's got like a bluish tint to the pelt, almost like a gray fox does. I haven't scaled it yet because it's just the morning after, but I think it's probably my biggest one ever. Because my biggest one today was 48 pounds. I'm thinking this could be in the 50s. Anyway, most epic freaking setup. Not most epic, but it was a great setup. Go out into this field. I let out just a duet, 2 coyotes, and the whole hillside opens up about half a mile away. I'm like, sweet. They get done with their whole serenade. Another pack opens up between me and that last one. So now I'm like, okay, it's gonna happen. 90% of the time, 80% of the time, when they're that close, they're coming. So let things die down. A third pack opens up, probably half a mile or so to it'd be the west. So now I've got probably anywhere from 7 to 12 coyotes that are in a 1 mile radius of us. So next thing that happens, 8 minutes, 10 minutes go by, and I haven't seen the ones that were close, and I'm thinking, man. And I did throw out a couple challenges to them, so I'm like, what the heck? So I threw out another challenge, and they had moved from like my 1 o'clock to my 3 o'clock, which they were kind of trying to get downwind, but they really couldn't because it was a northwest wind, so it was a crosswind, but they weren't going to get my scent. So after then, they howled back at me, and I did something that I always do to any species of animal that really pisses them off. I interrupt them. So it's in a mid howl, and I just interrupt with like the most aggressive challenge howl I've got. Like, it's a screaming at this thing. And literally like 10 seconds later, they come in. So you'll see from the video part when they came in, but they were about 100 yards away. They stopped. Justin's standing here, I'm standing here. We're both on our tripods. We both shoot at the exact same time. We both shoot at the different coyote, which is perfect. His piles, this one piles. His gets back up, starts running away. I shoot at that one because he's got a bolt action. I got a semi, so follow-ups are easier with me. And I didn't hit it on the second one. I've been leading them too much. And then I look back up, and this one has gotten back up, and he's bulldozing straight at me like nothing's working right in the front end, because I just piled him up in the front end, but he's dozing like a bulldozer, almost straight at me. I get on him, hit him with the third shot, right in the bucket, right here. He's lost so much blood. I'm kind of like, want that blood to go back in there, because I think he could go 50 pounds. But he is beautiful. He is furred out very well, very well. He's dark, but he's a dark blue, which isn't what the fur buyers want, but it's what I just think it's cool. I think it's really nice dog. So I'm definitely gonna skin him out. Even thinking I might even mount him or put a rug into him, something like that. Big male. I'll get a scale this afternoon and weigh him, but you can tell. This is a 3500 pickup truck. He's cold and been kind of crushed in here, but he's still a length of tailgate, and he's stout. He is. I know what a 50-pound bag of concrete weighs. I think he's all that. So. All right, this is where I just got done doing the challenge scream. I don't know if they were reluctant to come in. It's been about 10 minutes and they were close, so they were taking their time. These are mature dogs. They were a little bit cautious. They're about 100 yards, maybe 125 yards right here, and they're not wanting to get any closer. I just got done barking at him right there. Justin and I both shoot at the exact same time. He hits the one on the left. I hit the one on the right. This one gets back up. I let it too much. I've been struggling with my follow-up shots, trying to lead him, and this one's bulldozing his face across the cornfield. I missed this shot. It's about probably 50 yards there, and then it's about probably 25, 30 there. That one went right in the melon. He had to stretch his leg out one last time. This is a gray that had been sitting over on the wood line just looking out for probably close to 15 minutes. I actually had a red fox that came in downwind. Well, he circled downwind, way downwind, about 300 yards, never took a crack at it. This gray, he comes after a lot of coaxing, had to switch it up to rodent distress, and that finally brought him across that field. Field was super muddy, so I think he didn't want to get muddy feet because it was a pain walking across that field. Frost went out of the ground, and then we got a bunch of rain. But Justin's to my right here, and I'm telling him to shoot, and I'm going to get the video of it. So I got one hand on my ear. He blows the guts out of it. His gun's shooting low. He needs a little rework on the old scope. This is another gray I popped earlier in the night. It's actually a PA gray.